We're going to start in child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Walk the hands forward and away from you. Nice, Caesar. On an exhale, bring the forehead to the mat. Bring awareness to the present moment, to the breath. Arrive. Walk your hands over to the right, reaching them out and away from you. Left hand on top, soften the left shoulder down. Feel the side body stretching with the breath. Walk through center. No, Caesar, come back. Right hand on top, left hand softens down. Left shoulder softens. The breath expands through the right side of the body. Walk your hands back to center. Let's thread the needle here. Press into the left hand, right arm underneath. Left hand is a pillow. Right hand palm up. Switch so that the right ear is down. Left hand on top. Press the left elbow almost straight to twist the middle upper back. And release. Let's come back to center and prop up on our elbows between sides. Excuse me. Okay, we can hear. All right, just checking. So prop up on the elbows, touch each shoulder. Opening up under the triceps. Walk your hands in. Thread the left arm underneath the right, stretching across the left shoulder. Left ear down. Middle upper back twist. And release. Come back to center. Let's go to a tabletop. Tuck the toes and we get to move around, just feeling out where you are today. Roll out the wrists. Let it go. Stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Start to open up the front body. Neutral spine somewhere in the middle. Tuck the toes and hover your knees. Shift the weight forward, though, so that the shoulders are over the wrists. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. One cat-cow, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Press up, press back, pedal it out, bending one knee at a time. As you press the opposite heel down, stretching into the calves. Let's stretch the top of each foot one at a time while we're here as well. Excuse me. Walk to the top of your mat. Relax. Over the legs. Long exhale. Soft knees so that the entire back can relax. Press to stand. Bring the feet together and round up. Find good posture. Roll the shoulders back and down. Bring the palms to touch and reconnect to the present moment, the best moment you have. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Let's keep them shoulder width. Press the shoulders down and bring the elbows, the biceps back a little bit so that your head is between them. Look up, straighten the arms and reach. Exhale as you bend the knees and forward fold. Hands to the mat, step the right foot back, lunge. Every time, feel the stretch in the back foot, the extension of the back leg. Press off the back foot, forward fold. Exhale over the legs. Round up. Arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Press that button on the ceiling. 3 breaths. Really reach, especially through the sides of your body. Lift out, bend the knees, forward fold. Hands to the mat, left foot back, lunge. Think about the breath, think about this moment. Forward fold. Top of the mat, lengthen the back body. Round up. Arms overhead, 3 breaths, or our first back bend. Remember to continue to breathe, otherwise you get a headache. Lift out, bend the knees, forward fold. Sit all the way down on the mat. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Hold the outsides. Got fuzzy slippers. Okay. Hold on to the outsides of the feet, and we're going to move. Go forward with a flat back. Near the end, round. Lean back. You can change the grip with your hands, and then tilt the pelvis forward and up to straighten the spine. Find a few rounds. And then switch directions. Get a decent grip on your ankles or feet. You lean back pretty much almost onto the tailbone. Forward with a round spine. And then pull the chest through, shoulders back. Lift up. All right, let's sit up. Set up. Reverse tabletop. Feet on the mat, hip width, hands behind you. Press to lift. Sit down. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Bend the left knee, sole of the foot on the inside of the right thigh. Lift up, sit up tall, and fold over the right leg. The sole of the foot faces away from you. Sit up. Reverse plank. Extend the left leg out. Press and open up the front body. Press through the front part of your hands to save your wrists. Lower down. Bend the right knee. Let it open out. Forward fold over the left leg. Gross. Sit up. Reverse tabletop. Feet down. Body up. Sit down. Both legs extend in front of you. Find a transitional staff pose. So try to find that nice lifted spine, making that right angle with the body, arms overhead, and fold forward. Sit up. Cross your feet at the ankles. Tabletop. Hover the knees. Shift the weight forward a couple of inches. Downward dog. Balance on the left foot, lift the right leg behind you. Three-legged dog with the hips square, foot flexed. 2 feet. Upward facing dog. Lift onto the toes so tall first. Then tuck the chin. Ripple through. Lift the chin at the end. Leave the chin lifted as you press back to down dog. Tuck the chin at the end. And then relax the head and the neck. Stand on the right foot, lift the left leg, keeping the hips square. Two feet. Lift onto the toes, ripple through. Pull in the core. Try to always be trying to articulate even more. Lift the chin at the end. And back to downward facing dog. Top of the mat, forward fold. Press to stand. Inhale, arms overhead, 3 breaths. Lift out, forward fold. Bend the knees and sit all the way down. Lie back on your back. And hug the left knee into the chest. Give it a good squeeze. Use some arm strength to feel the pressure on the right hip flexor. Full body stretch. And switch. Hug the left knee in. Oh, this hip needs to pop. I'll be saying that like forever, probably. And full body stretch. Keep each movement so intentional. Hug both knees in. One hand on top of each knee. Or the box grip, where you hold opposite elbows. Set your feet on the mat. One bridge pose. Feet about hip width distance, palms face down. Glue the shoulder blades down and then press evenly through the feet as you peel the spine off the mat. Save space under the chin. Lower down. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees open up and let the arms go wide. Palms up somewhere around shoulder height or give or take. See if you can relax the jaw, the temples. Reach your arms overhead. Bring the knees back together. Separate the feet about mat width and windshield wiper the knees, the legs back and forth. Reaching, let's see, so if the right leg is down in the center, you're going to reach it away from you. And then the other knee reaches. Feel the pressure across the lower back. Bring the knees back together. Separate the feet about mat width and windshield wiper. Hug both knees in. Happy baby. Soles of the feet face the ceiling. Hold the outside edges of the feet. Press the hands. Nope, press the feet into the hands as you uncurl the tailbone. Bring the legs back together, cross or rock or roll up to a seated position. Cross your feet at the ankles. Tabletop. I'm getting there. Tuck your toes, hover the knees. Shift the weight forward. Bring the legs back together, cross or rock or roll up to a seated position. Downward facing dog. Balance on the left foot. Let the right leg lift back and up. Let the hip open this time. Press into the right shoulder, right hand to level out the shoulders is what I meant. Warrior one. Step the right foot almost up between the hands. Back foot is flat at about 45 degrees. Lift your upper body up. Bend into the right knee without arching the chest forward too much. I'm bad about that. Arms overhead. Interlace your hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the right shoulder on top of the thigh, maybe inside of, but try not to move the legs around too much to get lower. Release the hands. Sweep the mat with your fingertips back up to warrior one. Hands down to the mat. Find a lunge. So you're on the toes of the back foot this time. Inhale, lower the left knee, shoulders draw back. Feel the left hip flexors open. Release the hands. Sweep the mat with your fingertips back up to warrior one. Long exhale, find pyramid pose, trying to straighten out both legs. Lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Lunge, twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down. Back to a plank. Downward facing dog. Balance on the right foot. Let the left leg lift. Let the hip open. Try to keep the shoulders level. Warrior one, left side. So the heels, I think, textbook are supposed to be like on a tightrope, but I separate them just about a couple inches or a little bit more sometimes because it helps me to bring the right hip forward while flattening out the back foot, bending into the left knee, arms above the head. Press down through the feet without getting any taller. Interlace your hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together, lift and forward. Hands sweep the mat as you release. Strong push through the left leg, especially because we are coming back up to warrior one. Wiggle the back leg flat, back foot flat. Hands down to the mat, find a lunge. Lift onto the toes of the back foot. Lengthen the shoulders away from the ears. Draw in the core as the hips start to open. Lower the right knee. Shoulders draw back. Breathe. Try to press both legs straight. Press through the back heel. Lunge. Back knee stays lifted. Lunge, twist. Right hand down. Left arm reaches. Left hand down. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Balance on the left foot. Lift the right leg back up. Reach. Pigeon right side. Ow, cramp. Right knee behind the right wrist. I feel like the birds are extra loud today because I didn't feed them yet this morning. All right. Relax over your front leg and stay present. Smooth out tension as it reveals itself. Option to add a thread the needle variation. Left arm underneath and across. You can place the ear down or the forehead. Breathe. Option to add a thread the needle variation. Left arm underneath and across. You can place the ear down or the forehead. If you want to try a little bit extra, place the right hand on top of the left as you try to press the right elbow straight. Won't go as far. Really deep twist. Release. Press up. We're going right into a lizard lunge. So press into the hands. So you can bring the sole of the right foot to the mat, toe heel it across both hands inside of the right leg. Ooh, the back just popped. Soften down. Back knee lifted will be extra. Release. Press up. Now, we're going right into a lizard lunge. So press into the hands. So you can bring the sole of the right foot to the mat, toe heel it across both hands inside of the right leg. The back just popped. Soften down. Back knee lifted with extra. Let's start to release. Staying on the right leg, we're going into a half split. Press into the hands. You can stay standing on the left knee or sit all the way back. It's up to you. Think long spine. Think long back of your leg. Let's start to release. Staying on the right leg. We're going into a half split. Press into the hands. Stay standing on the left knee or sit all the way back. It's up to you. Think long spine. Think long back of your leg. Back to a lunge. And back to three-legged dog, right leg lifted. Feel all the extra space you have now. It wasn't there just a handful of breaths ago. Downward facing dog. Upward dog to reset, ripple through. And back to three-legged dog, right leg lifted. And downward facing dog. Feel all the extra space you have now. Stand on the right leg, lift the left. Pigeon left side. Remember to modify as needed, and especially on the second side, don't get ahead of yourself. Stay here in the best moment you have right now. Pigeon left side. Remember to modify as needed, especially on the second side. Don't get ahead of yourself. Stay here in the best moment you have right now. Option to add your thread the needle variation. It's kind of hard to do unless you're already kind of soft and leaning forward. Option to add your thread the needle variation. It's kind of hard to do unless you're already kind of soft and leaning forward. Lizard lunge. Carefully transition as you bring your body out of your hip opener into another one. Bring the left foot across to its side of the mat, both hands inside of the left leg. another one, bring the left foot across to its side of the mat, both hands inside of the left leg. Release tension wherever you find it. Half split. Really mindful of transitions. Bring the left foot in between the hands. You're sitting all the way back. You're sitting up on the knee, whatever you'd like. Sole of the foot is off of the mat. Long spine, longer leg. Really mindful of transitions. Bring the left foot in between the hands. You're sitting all the way back. You're sitting up on the knee, whatever you'd like. Sole of the foot is off the mat. Long spine, longer leg. Lunge. Three-legged dog with the left leg lifted. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Downward dog. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward. Longest exhale over both legs. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Press to stand. Bring the palms to touch. Reconnect to the present moment. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Round up to standing. Inhale, arms overhead. 3 breaths, press a button on the ceiling. Reach, release out, forward fold. Press to stand, arms overhead, 3 breaths or back bend. Stay lifted, stay strong with your super open hips. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift from the look-up position, hands down, plank pose. Tap the right knee to the mat and back. Tap the left knee and back. Lower all the way down to the mat for a quad stretch. Forehead on the left hand. Bring the right foot in. Press the hips down. Tap the right knee to the mat and back. Tap the left knee and back. Switch. Lower all the way down for a quad stretch. Forehead on the left hand. Bring the right foot in. Press the hips down. Release, press to an upward facing dog. Lean on the left hip, look over the right shoulder for the right back corner. And switch. Come back to center. Tops of the feet press down, open up. Child's pose. Option to lift onto the elbows. Extend your arms out. Tabletop. One cat cow. Make it really intentional. Try to use the whole spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Sit back. Bring your legs out and around in front of you. Extend the right leg. Cross the left leg over the right. So your foot's right by the knee. Hook the right elbow around the left knee. Sit up so tall and twist. But twist not from the head, from the torso. Bring the left shoulder blade back, right one forward. Release. Keep the legs as they are. Bend the right knee. Figure 4, seated pigeon. Press into the hands to bring your chest closer to the left calf. Keep the legs as they are. Bend the right knee. Figure 4. Extend the right leg. Continue to cross the left leg over so that the knees stack. Try to get the sit bones even. And fold over with a long spine first. Extend the right leg. Continue to cross the left leg over so that the knees stack. Lift out. Round spine. Bring the forehead to the knee. For extra help, you can press down and away with your palms. Pull in the stomach, round spine, forehead to knee. Sit up. Extend the left leg out next to the right. Sit up tall and fold forward over both legs. Sit up. Switch sides, cross the right foot over the left leg. Sit up tall. Right hand behind you as a kickstand. Hook the left elbow around the right knee for your twist. Sit up tall and fold forward over both legs. Bring the right shoulder blade back. Left one forward. Sit up. Switch sides, cross the right foot over the left leg. Sit up tall. Right hand behind you as a kickstand. Hook the left elbow around the right knee. Unwind. Bend the left knee. Lean back so that you can keep the legs crossed. And then press your hands down to bring the chest toward the right calf. Extend the left leg out. Continue to cross the legs so that the knees stack. And first, we go forward with a flat spine. Sit up. Rounded spine. Tuck the chin, lean back a little bit, but pretend you're leaning back from the middle of your back, forehead to knee. Ooh, ouch. Sit up. Hi, Caesar. Set the right leg out. Next to the left, sit up tall and fold forward. What up, best friend? Sit up and lie back. Hug the right knee in and twist, guided across to the left. Right arm reaches out. Try to keep the right shoulder down. Back to center. Reach the right leg up toward the ceiling. We did a lot of lower body and hamstrings today, so use your space that you have now. Really reach and lengthen. Full body stretch. Left knee in. Twist. Full body stretch. Left knee in. Twist. Come back to center. Long reach with the left leg. Good yawn, Caesar. Full body stretch. Both knees hug in. Shavasana. Extend your legs, arms by your side, palms up. Tuck the shoulder blades under. Find a good spot on the back of your head so that the neck is long. And we will close together. So all you have to do is relax all your muscles, breathe, and be proud of yourself for existing. I'll be in touch. Breathe and be proud of yourself for existing. I'll be in touch. Keep the body still. Introduce a deep breath. Long exhale. Near the end, blink the eyes open and feel the light. Hi, where are you going? Start to move gently, mindfully, making your way back to a comfortable seated position. Shoulders back and down. Palms to touch or by your sides. Take some of whatever peaceful moments you had during your practice. Take that with you today. Whenever you were completely present, try to let that happen again. Closing breath, inhale, arms. Reach overhead. Hi, Caesar. Exhale. Until next time, namaste. Just namaste, Caesar. Gotta say hello. You haven't been here in forever. No.
Hey, Caesar.
Oh my God, he's the best. All right.